Okay, so yeah, good morning, everyone. Good to see so many people who are like already thinking to take a step forward towards financial freedom. And yeah, thank you, Bala sir, again, for taking the initiative for last week. And yeah, so like introducing myself, I'm Yash, and I'm like currently working in the area of business development. And I started investing in the US and the European market since the Corona times where yeah the market was down and yeah but today like we are going to talk more about the Indian markets and how like we could trade there. And like yeah, according to my experiences, like trading cannot be learned in a few weeks. It takes time and perseverance to build the knowledge around it, and it can't be done like without practicing it. So yes, we have Rahul sir with us today, who will guide us directly. Uh, yeah, who will be guiding us directly from Delhi. So good afternoon to you. And yeah, so
Thank you.
speaking about him, he has like over more than 7 years of experience in trading and analysis of derivatives market, and has helped like more than 5,000 students to turn them into full-time traders. And yeah, even I'm learning from him. And he has also worked with several advisory firms in India and also in with Bank of America. So yeah, thank you, sir, for taking time during Sunday afternoon. And yeah, we are eager to learn and enhance our knowledge with your valuable experience. So yes, yeah, the stage
Okay,
is
so
yours.
thank you, Yash. Hi, guys. Big hello from India to everyone, guys. So my name is Rahul Prajapati. Okay, so basically, as Yash has told, I have working in the stock market since 2012. Okay, and apart from that, I have already trained a lot of students till now, right? More than 5,000 till now. Okay, so I'm actually teaching since 2016. Okay, so I have a good experience in Indian markets. I am personally trading myself in markets. Apart from that, I'm a technical analyst, so my majorly focus on derivatives and technical analysis. I'm not a fundamental analyst, right? But I'll definitely give you a good insight about how how to do the fundamental analysis also, right? Okay, so uh, although the important thing that we are going to learn today is that why we want to learn stock market. Okay, because I have met a lot of people who they are very matured, they are they are very good with everything, right? But whenever it comes to the financial decisions, right, they are just not good, right? So at this point of time, at whatever stage you are, right, in your life, I want everyone of you guys to learn the stock market. Okay, because it is a lifetime skill that it will help you to generate a good amount of money, and make you independent also. Apart from that, right? So, and Indian market is a very nice at this point of time. They have shown up drastic returns in last 6-7 months, right? So but we are not fascinated by that move specifically. So we want that to learn have a stable returns out of these markets, right? So specifically, I just want to know any one of you guys, are trading the market as of now. Any one of you?
Yeah, yes, Rahul, this is Bala. I am also
Yes.
doing last 5 years. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So earlier I was like investor. Okay. So
Okay.
only
Fine.
1st January onwards, I am starting my day trading. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So first month I succeeded in January.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm playing more on futures and options.
Okay, fine. So
Yeah.
specifically derivatives, right?
Yeah.
So
Derivatives.
see, there are a lot of people, who are actually starting whenever they're starting with the, the intraday trading and all, trading specifically, they tend to blow their blow up their account. Even I have blown my account for 3 times specifically, right? So
No, no, I have done the
see, this is the phase. Yeah,
paper trading almost 3 to 4 months. Okay, I am not
yeah,
putting
yeah,
directly money. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So okay, fine. So anyone else apart from Bala sir? No, okay. So see, what we are going to do today is, just to have a few, basic idea about, this how stock market works, right? And we'll tell you, what are the things that we need to specifically study. Okay. See, uh, okay. So, whenever we are talking about stock market trading, okay. So what we need to do specifically here is, just give me a second. Okay, so be a trader. First, you need to, have three things, ready with you. First is basics, right? So we need to focus on basics first. Okay, basics about, like, if you're totally new to the market, you need to learn that, how this market actually functions. What are the segments where you can work and how much money specifically you require. Okay, so all those concepts, you should be, aware of, initially, and specifically what are the major factors that affects the market. Fine. So that I basically covers in, 3 or 4 sessions specifically whenever I take sessions, right? Okay. Apart from that, the major two parts are, first is TA. Okay. Technical analysis. Fine. Whenever we're talking about trading. Okay. Fundamental analysis generally is not used for trading. Okay. They are, basically for the purpose of investment. Fine. Apart from this, we need to learn derivatives. Okay. Like future and options, right? Like Bala sir said, right? So he's actually, trading in this only. So future and options is a part of derivatives only. Okay. Now these three will constitute your, basic structure for trading the market. Okay. And, you require at least 5 to 6 months to learn all these things. Okay. So specifically when I teach, I generally take 3 months to, train, anyone to on all of these, topics, right? Okay. So, so specifically first we talk about the basic part, right? So things that we need to learn in basic part is that, there are few segments in the market that where we can trade. Okay. First, your equity markets. Okay. That means, whenever you talk about specifically about the stock markets, fine. So they are the equity markets. Apart from that, there is something called commodity market. Okay. Like, where we trade gold and silver. Okay. So gold and silver and, all these commodities are also tradable. Fine. And third part is your Forex. Okay. The currency market specifically. Okay. So, in India specifically, there are 4 major currencies that are tradable specifically. Okay. Dollar, your euro, then, yen and your Great British GBP, right? GBP. Okay. Fine. So these are the few pairs that we can trade in exchange. Okay. So, to learn all these things, you should be also aware of how these, markets are related to each other specifically. Okay. We should be learning, how, what are the correlation between all these 3 markets. Fine. Okay. So when we complete this, we come to, technical analysis. So, there are 2 things specifically when we talk about this. So we talk about valuation. Okay. We value a share at certain point of time. Okay. Let's say, for example, I need a response on this from you guys, right? Let's say, for example, I take example of Asian Paint. Okay. So please tell me, let's say the stock price is 2000 at this point of time. Do you guys feel that this stock is, expensive at this price? Any idea? This stock in 2000, the stock was trading at somewhere around, 100 rupees. Right now in 2021, the stock is trading at this rate. So do you feel that this is overvalued or expensive stock?
No.
No. On the basis of what? You said no.
Because of course, in the future, the price for the share, like the stock price will go up, maybe.
Okay. So at this point of time, we are anticipating that in future, the price is likely to go up.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So let's say the price could be, let's say, I just change the price. Let's say the price is 40,000. Okay. Again, this is okay or expensive?
No, definitely expensive based on their fundamentals.
Okay, fine. So now at this point of time, the stock has become expensive.
Yeah.
So, at current market price, whenever there's a price of a stock, we try to value that at this price, this stock is overvalued or undervalued. Okay, fine. So we should be buying it or we should be selling it, depending upon the decision, right? But on the basis of this, right, there's one thing. There are 2 things to do this. There are 2 ways specifically we can value the share. Okay. Now, for that, we need to, we have 2 things, that is FA, that is fundamental analysis. Okay. There are a lot of people who do fundamental analysis. Like you said, based on its valuation. Okay. So that is based on fundamental. Then we talk about TA. Okay. Technical analysis has nothing to do about this, valuation of the shares, right? Specifically. Okay. Anybody have a fair idea about these two? Even a small idea? Why we are doing this? Any difference between these two? Anyone?
Maybe okay, yeah, someone is saying.
So basically, the fundamental analysis will give us the understanding about the balance sheet and the overall position of the company, wherein the technical analysis is more towards the short term, wherein we can see based on the technical indicators whether we see any possibility of increase or decrease in the price.
Okay, fine. Okay, Aditya, you were saying something.
Yeah, it is the same.
Okay, same. Okay, fine. So, Anand is right somewhere, but there's two things that we need to focus here is that, logically what we are seeing that, fundamental are specifically for long term. People generally say, or what, perception we have. Okay. And technical analysis we use for short term trading specifically. Okay. I somehow, okay with this, but sometimes I'm not okay with this, right? Because why? A lot of people in this, market use fundamental analysis to trade the market for short term. Okay, specifically, let's say yesterday ICICI Bank has given a very good result. Okay, so people are anticipating the stock will go up, so let's buy it. So they are trading for a shorter period of time. They are not buying it for a 10 years, let's say, on the basis of this result only. Okay, on contrary, there are a lot of people who are actually using TA for a longer period of time. And I can teach you this also, that how technical analysis is specifically used for longer period of time. How do we use it? Fine. Okay, so this is generally a textbook context that we are saying that fundamental is used for long term and technical is for short term. We can simultaneously go in a different path. Fine. Okay. Any doubt till this point? Okay, whenever we're talking about fundamental analysis, we study the balance sheet and all these, all those data which are actually related to company. If you talk about the balance sheet, and the management and their future prospects, so everything is related to that company. Fine. When we talk about TA, that is nothing, we are not doing anything with the company. Okay, so we have only one way to study this, that is the chart of the company. So let's say I'm opening a chart. See, so this is the only tool to study any particular company, or through fundamental or through technical analysis. Fine. See, there are a lot of companies name here. Let's say I open if you say anything, let's say Asian Paints only. Fine. So see, the stock price is 2400 as of now. Visible to everyone?
Yeah.
Here. Okay. Now see. So this is the tool that we need to study. So there is a chart formation. First, we need to understand how this chart is actually forming. Okay. See, just give me a second. Okay. Now see, there are different ways to create this chart. First, see, just give me a second. I'll keep it here. Okay. See, initially people used to create the chart like this only. This is a this is just a line chart. Okay, we call it a line chart. Okay, so what is this? See, if you see here, okay, so this is just a closing price of the yesterday. See, so the date was 28th, the last trading session we have. Okay, now I'll just go one day back, that is 27th. So see, the price is changing. So that means we are just having a closing price and just we are just drawing a line over this. So we have a this line chart, but this is not a used assets, right? The second one is a bar chart. Now there is something in this. Okay, so what are the values that actually this particular chart is using? See, there are 4 values. Okay, one is O, that is opening price of the day. Okay, we are know what is the opening price at trading start at 9:15. Fine. So that is that price. Okay, opening price, then high, mid during the day, low, and close. Fine. Okay, so these are the 4 prices. So see, if you see that those bars, there is a the candle charts are the bars are like this. There are 2 notches on the opposite to each other. So this was the opening price. Whenever there is a left notch, it is known as the opening price. Okay, right notch is closing price of the day, and these are the highs and lows. Okay, you can match it. Fine. Okay, so again using these parameters, there is another pattern which is known as candle. So these are the prominent, charting method that people use. Even I, personally use these, right? So see, there are, different things here. So specifically we use, candlesticks for, studying the market. So this is the chart formation. Okay. And again, we can, use these charts on different parameters or different time frames. See, one candle is actually representing 1 day here. Can you see this? See this? These are the prices for last trading session on 29th. Okay. Then 28th. So see, the values are changing on there, right? Can you see that? Right? So these are, these candles are representing the everyday price movement. Okay. Now, let me change it to 1 hour chart. Okay, now see this. Okay, so last day trading session started 9:15. So can you see the time also now? Fine, visible. So 29th, the first candle started 9:15. That stays there for a hour because I have opened an hourly chart. Okay, so then 10:15, 11:15, likewise throughout the day. So we have 6 or 7 candles for that particular day on the basis of hourly chart. I can change it to 5-minute chart also. Okay. So I study these charts, for, trading the markets. So specifically those people who are actually intraday trader, they use the 5 minutes or 10-minute chart. Okay. If I am a, long-term trader, so I'll be mostly using the daily chart specifically. Any doubt, guys, till this point? I'm going very basic, just to have a fair idea.
One doubt
Have
I had.
a fair idea about it. Yes, please. Yeah.
Actually, the thing is, in the line graph, you had told that on the left you have opening and on the right you have closing.
That is bar chart. That is bar chart. Okay.
Yeah. How to read this candle chart in this?
See,
for example, the topmost line. I mean the topmost point. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Any
I'll tell you.
candle you can consider. In that the topmost point is the highest and the lowest one is the lowest.
Yeah. See,
And
I'll draw
you,
it. See, I'll draw it. Okay. See, we used in the bar chart, there was the bar was like this. Okay. So this was the opening price. Let me take an example with this, right? Okay. See. Okay. So let's say I'm talking about this. So let's say the price, this is the opening price. So let's say a stock open at, let's say 220 rupees. Okay. Okay. Now it went up to, let's say 225. Then stock came down. Okay. So it made low of, let's say 210. And then again went up and closed around, let's say 212. Okay. So these are the prices. So this is the highest price throughout the day. This is the lowest price and this is the closing price. Okay. So this is static. This will remain static. This will remain static. And this will keep on changing every second because this is the closing price. Okay. Fine. So now if I draw this accordingly again, see. Now we can also convert this into candle also. See, these are the prices, right? I just I have to do, I just to create a body out of it. See, if I do this,
got it. Just drawing a symmetrical thing.
Yeah. You just, and this based on, okay, again the opening and closing price. Okay. Now, this is the opening price and this is the closing price. Now you see there are 2 types of colors. One is white and one is
blue.
Okay. Now, why there are 2 colors? Okay. No, this white is representing that market is going up. Okay, you can change it to any color, whatever you feel, because, it depends upon your interpretation, right? But at least we need 2 colors. Why? See, I'll draw 2 candles here. Okay, see this. This is the first one. Okay, I'll draw the blue one. Okay, fine. See. Now, if we check the shape, they both seems, same, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there is a one difference in this. I'll take the same values. This is the opening price, 220, 225. Let's say this is 210 and 213. Okay. So open, high, low, and close. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, sorry. Just give me a second. I'll just change it like this. So this is 212 and 220. Okay, so this is the closing price and this is the opening price. Fine. So in this case, this candle is white because market opened at 212 rupees and it closed at 220. So that means today our market was bullish. We are
Okay.
comparing with the opening price. Okay, so that's why it is giving you a white color. Contrary, the other candle is giving you a negative view about the market. That means market has gone down today. Okay.
Yeah.
See, this price could be, this is the closing here. This is the closing price 212.
Yeah. Bearish kind
This
of.
is the closing price, right? Bearish candle, and this is the opening price 220. Fine.
Yeah.
So it gives you a fair idea about what market is doing. So let's say if I change it to daily chart, you see last few days market is actually continuously falling, and see it is continuously falling the blue candles. And when market was going up, see most of the candles are white. So that means a bullish session is going on. Fine?
Yeah. The
Okay,
drop
now,
might be due to the upcoming budget, right?
Yes. They might be anticipating something good or bad, probably, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So second, please, any doubt?
Yeah, one small doubt, maybe
Yeah.
too foolish, but can today's closing price be tomorrow's opening price for any stock, or does it differ?
Logically it should be the same, right? Logically, it should be the same, right? But sometimes what happens, see, market close at 3:30, right?
Yes.
This is the closing price. Okay, today's closing price. So next day market open is 9:50.
15.
So there is a time gap of between somewhere around, we can say 15 to 16 hours.
Yeah.
I think 18 hours, right? Approximately. So there are a lot of events that is happening throughout the globe, which can affect the stock markets specifically, right? Okay. So mostly, stock markets are actually affected by every news, right?
True.
So you do anything, they are affected, right? So whatever actually the things actually happening, this in this gap, right? So they actually affect the market on the next day. Market will react only on the next day, right? Okay. So let's say the stock closed at 220, any stock. Okay. So if we talk about in normal sense, the next day price should open at this same price. Okay. But generally doesn't happen like that. Okay. Sometimes price open, it's showing you some, price, let's say you call it a gap up. Let's say it open at 225. So we call it a gap up opening. Okay. When probably there could be a positive, that's why market gap, shows a gap up, right? Second case could be stock opening at 210.
Yeah.
So we call it a gap down. Okay.
Yeah. And also, Rahul, right? There is a pre-market before starting the 9:15.
Yeah.
Maybe during the pre-market, they will decide this gap up, gap down, and average price, and that is.
See,
right?
actually, what happened? When we had that. In 2008, probably you guys are aware of that, financial crisis we had. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So if you see that, Nifty chart, since then, just I'll share a very small info about this, pre-open. So you guys have a fair idea about why this, we conduct a pre-open. See, what is the need of conducting a pre-open market? See, if you see this phase, this one. Okay, so see, since 2003 to 2008, we are not aware of a big falls. There are very few falls that market actually showed, and then there was continuous rise. Can you see that? 8 years of continuous bull run.
Yes.
Right now, what happened actually when we had a Lehman Brothers crisis? That was on Friday specifically. Okay, so Indian market was already closed when Lehman Brothers actually filed for bankruptcy. So what happened? Our market was used to was actually ready to get that hit on the next Monday. Fine. So actually we were not aware of how the market is likely to react. So Japan opened on that day, so it was gap down 10-20% approximately, right? And then Singapore market, that was also down. So we were not ready how we are going to decide the opening price of the market. This big fall, can you see that? This one.
Yeah, that was in a day or what?
Yeah, that was only the gap down opening. Okay, so this 7% fall, can you see that? This fall, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was very big fall. Actually, market recovered on that day. This is the I'm actually showing you the weekly chart. So this is showing you a week. Fine, but that was a very big fall that market actually anticipated. So we were not ready. Why? How do we calculate that opening price of the market? So after that, after that particular session, we started this pre-open. So from 9 to 9:15. Okay, oh sorry, 9, you can say 9:15 only. There is a session going on that is known as pre-open. So under this, people are bidding for buying and selling their, placing their trades. Okay. Even we can also trade in the pre-open session. Okay. But mostly our accounts are closed. We have to, ask the brokers to open that. Okay. So big institutional players, actually, they are bidding, placing the bids. Okay. So, if they are, bullish about the market, they will be placing the bids on the higher price. If they are bearish, they are placing the bids on the lower price. So in first 10 minutes, we are about to get the opening price. What will be the opening price? If there is a very severe fall, we can get the 10-20%, low price from the yesterday's closing. Fine. Okay. And it can be upside also. So, let's say we are anticipating a budget tomorrow, right? Okay. So this could be a, good gap up opening, or could be gap down opening tomorrow. So we have to see that. Okay. How will market will react? So, in 9:50, from 9 to 9:15, there is a session, which is, they will decide the price of the stock, or every stock, not only for Nifty, for every stock, right? This is happening for every stock, even in BSE and NSE both. Fine. Okay. Any doubt till this point? No? Okay. So I'll if you talked about, the gap up opening and gap down, I'll share very, very simple strategy to trade the gap. Okay. You can learn it in 5 minutes. So how I specifically trade the gap trading, I'll show you, right? So you know how to identify the gaps in this chart? Any idea? Anyone who is trading? Gap. How do we identify the gaps in the market? Any fair idea? Anyone? No? See this. Oh, I'll open I'll open the Bank Nifty. So see. Okay. So can you see there are some gaps in the market, from the closing and opening prices here, right?
Yeah.
There are a few gaps, right? Okay. So, but these are gaps on the based of daily chart. So I'll show you on the 5-minute chart. See. Okay. Can you see this? This was the closing. See the price, that was time. Can you see the time below? That is 3:25.
Yeah.
Okay. And then next day market is opening at 9:50. So that is a gap. So this is known as a gap up opening. This area. Visible to everyone? Okay. Yes. Any doubt, please?
Yeah, one question. So in this gap that you're mentioning here, previously you mentioned that white color indicates upward movement and blue color is downward movement, right? But then the gap up, then it should be, the gap up should be represented by
the first candle you're talking about, right? The first candle you're talking about. Okay. No, see what happens actually in this case. See the price. Okay. We are comparing the today's price, today's first candle's price. Okay. See, if you check this chart here. Okay. See the price, opening price of the stock was 30732. That was the opening price, and the closing was 30649. So market opened, shows a gap up, and then came down.
Okay.
So that's why this candle is blue, right?
Okay, understood. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Simple. Okay. Now this candle, this first bar is a trigger for us. Anyone who's actually trading the markets, right? You can implement this strategy every day on Bank Nifty or any stock even, right? Just try to learn what I'm saying. This is very simple. You can, you have a fair idea about how market is actually moving. Okay. When, this candle will start, this candle will start at 9:50. Okay. Fine. The candle is starting at 9:50. So, we have to wait for the first 5 minutes. So from 9:15 to 9:20, we have to wait. Okay. Now see this. By the time, this happens, we are able to identify the high and the low of that particular bar. Okay. Easy. Can we see that these are the two prices, 30732, and the low is 30589 here. Right? This one and this one. Right? Where I have plotted these dotted lines. Okay. Now, so, there is very simple way to trade this. If market, market has formed this gap. Okay. If market goes up in the next bar or next 3 to 4 bars, if market goes up and break this line, this up, the above one, or let me change the color. Let's say the red one. If market breaks the line, the red one, we are going to buy the market. Simple. If market break this, let's say this yellow line, we are going to short the market. We are going to sell the market. Okay, those who are aware of the market, those who are actually aware of the market, we can do the short selling also. Those are joining the session for the first time. It will be very difficult to make you understand the short selling right now. Okay, let's say you hold something, you can sell it at this point of time. Okay, so what we are going to do here at this point of time, if market is breaking this line, this red line, we are going to buy the market. Okay, if market breaking this yellow line, we are going to do the short selling. Okay, are we okay till this point? So what happens whenever there is a gap in the market? Treat is like a flood. Okay, so if there is a flood in the city, what happens? There could be two consequences. Either flood will take up the city and it will recede back, right? There could be two scenarios, right? So if it is receding, this is the same case. Here is it. We are observing. This is the receding case. So market is coming down after that issue. So we are selling the market, and it is severe. Market will continue the trend on the upside. So it will go up. So we are buying here and we are selling the market here. And see, when market broke this line, it continuously fell. We have to book the profit also. Early we'll book the profit within 30. Before 10 we'll book the profit, whatever the profit we are getting. Simple. Any doubt? Anyone? No. See, if you identify these gaps, every day you can see this. You will find in Bank Nifty, you will find these gaps, every day. See here. Okay, and the success ratio for this particular trade is, is good. See this one. Again, what happened next day? On that day, market shows you gap up. Market break the low, again fell. Okay, we can make a good amount of money in this, even in this small fall. This is 400-point fall in just a matter of 20 minutes. More than 400 points, right? So we can go with this, right? Again, a gap down. See this? Any doubt, please? Anyone is facing any doubt, please do let me know. See, market again broke the low, again fell. So, Bank Nifty is very simple to trade every day. You can, trade it simply. Okay. Any doubt?
But it's old. Hi, but it's old chart, right? Means we are trying.
Yeah. This is old chart because see whenever see what you have to do. This is a way to trade the market. Okay. So whenever market is showing you gap up, gap down, you have to wait for a first candle and then just let the market flow. If market is going up, we are going to buy. If market is breaking the low, just short sell the market. And define your target. I'll tell you how to define your target. That market is, going to get this much, fall. Okay. Till this point, Rahul, are we okay?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry. His question is actually, this is the historical, so that we can easily identify where to buy, where to sell. But at the moment, it is difficult to take.
No. This is the way. This is the way you have to do. See, I'll just open randomly. I'm not opening you. I'll just go to 5 years back and I'll open the random chart. Okay. I don't know. So we are, see, there are two things. Market can be, go in your favor. It can go against you. Okay. So before entering a trade, we need to decide that what is our profit target and where we are going to go get wrong. And we have to take the exit. Okay. Trading is about risk managing, not about earning the profit, right? Okay. So we know that, if something is working, 8 times approximately, let's say 7 or 6 times, even it has a probability of 60%. We can easily make good amount of from that, right? But we need to know what is the risk in that. Okay. Fine. This is, this is the simple way to trade the market. Okay. See, open any gap. Okay. See this gap. In this, we are wrong. Okay. We made a, blunder here. See. So this is the high. This is the low. Market broke the high and again came back. So we are exiting here. We'll book the loss here. We are going to do both the things. If market is going in our favor, we'll book the profit. If market going against us, we are booking the loss. But again, the probability of this trade is approximately 8 to 2, right? We are going to
just
get
one
right.
Quick question.
Yes, please.
Does this strategy is applicable only for Bank Nifty or any other Nifty?
Specifically, although it is applicable for any chart, any stock, right? You can try it on any stock. Okay, but specifically if you are considering one thing, Bank Nifty is very volatile, so it gives you very good move, specifically in the morning only. So you can make good amount of money in the this thing, right? So I specifically did a lot of trading on the Bank Nifty. That's why I had a good experience on this. You can go with any chart. Okay, ask me any, I'll open any chart.
See, and also these technicals you can implement any country, any stock, anything.
Yeah.
That is
it is not regional. Okay, it is applicable to any particular market, right? Even you can apply on Bitcoins also.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
but Bitcoin will never show you gap up, gap down because it is 24/7, right? So you will not find any gap up in the Bitcoin, right? Yeah. Because market should be should have a halt between in that case, right? Okay, let's see. I'll open another chart, right? See, I'll go.
For example, Reliance.
Okay, let's take the Reliance. Okay, fine. But I would be suggesting just try this on the if you try this on this thing, Bank Nifty will be fine. Okay, see this.
Okay.
Okay, let me find the gap. Okay, if there is a gap, see another. This is the gap on that day. So is the gap up or gap down? Please, is the gap up or gap down? This one.
Gap up.
Gap up. Okay. So what happened? This is the high. This is the low. Okay.
Yes.
So what happened? Market broke the low. Again, then see the fall. So we can easily anticipate. Even if let's say market, we took a trade here and market went up. So we can even take the exit. No issues. But the risk reward ratio is always in our favor in this case. Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see other, others, So this is very big bar. Okay. So again, throughout the day, market was in this range only. So just don't take the trade if if this is going after 11. Try to finish this before 10, before 10 or 11, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see again. This is the first bar is very big, and again see market started falling continuously. So just you just need to identify the gap. See this one. This is on the long side. In this case, market actually broke the high, and see stock went up after that.
Yes. Yes.
Fine. So it is happening, for 7 to 8 times you are right, but you can be wrong for the 2 times. But again, we know that what is the risk, so we are entering properly in this case. Simple. Okay. Any doubt?
So
again, this is a gap, right? So you can try this from tomorrow also. Just wait for tomorrow. No, tomorrow is a budget day. So try from Tuesday. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Just a question, maybe as a clarification. So if the market is breaking the up, what do? We buy more stocks, right?
We are buying. Okay. When market is see this is the first bar. If market is going up, so we are buying when market is breaking this high.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If market is breaking this low, we are going to short sell. Okay. Simple.
Yeah, I had a question. Please. Is it true that usually on Monday it is quite volatile in the markets?
Generally, yes, you can say, but not always. But most of the time, yes, because there is a halt for 2 days. So generally, we can anticipate. A lot of people are actually creating a position for a whole week. Okay, so you can anticipate that the volume should be a high on first day, right? Even I generally create a position on Monday, specifically if I creating a position for a whole week. Fine.
What do you mean by creating a position that you buy that on Monday?
Yeah, I buy or short sell, whatever I do. Okay. People are actually, there are high volume we are, checking on the Monday, right? Okay. So see, if you see a lot of crashes also are happening on Monday, right?
Exactly.
Monday and Friday,
that's
right?
why I
specifically,
asked.
right? So
no, there are news. See, last 2 days we don't know what is happening in the world. Okay, that is the one reason. That is the Monday fluctuation, and mainly our Indian market mainly Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday is the expiry date. So more fluctuation on Thursday. Yeah.
So that is specifically on the index-based trading, right? A lot of people are actually taking positions in Bank Nifty and Nifty specifically. Okay. So when I teach you derivatives, that is something specific things that happening in that case, right? So index are specifically traded on week, on the weekly basis, right? Their option strategies, right? So, so there are a lot of, money is flowing actually throughout in those options, right? So that's why, we anticipate a lot of movement on Thursdays, specifically if I talk about that, right? Okay. So that's the case, right? Okay. So this is the, simple way to trade the market through technicals, right? So there are a lot of strategies in technical. So whenever we study technicals, there are, approximately we take, 16 to 20 classes to learn all the topics. So when you learn this, you will have a, fair idea how to read this chart. You can easily identify where market is likely to go up or go down, right? Okay. Now, technical analysis in particular. Yeah, please. Swami, please tell.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
So just so that logic you are telling high and low, is it for 5 minutes? Like is it day wise
always. No, on the 5 minutes. You have to try. So after 9:20. Okay. You have to try it after every day after 9. So how you see how you will find the gap up and gap down in any stock. Okay. So there is an easy way. Just open the NSE website. Okay. NSE India. Okay. Just, after when you have to open this after 9:10 in the morning. Okay. Open this website, go to market data, go to pre-open market. Okay. Now, just, initially keep it nifty. Okay. So see, if you just, sort it out, you will find that, there are stocks which are showing up pre-open gap up and gap down. See, Tata Motors was showing 2% up, right? IndusInd Bank 1.8 approximately 2% again, right? Adani Ports. So these are the stocks which are actually likely to give you gap up opening. Okay. Contrary, these are the few stocks which are likely to show you gap down. Okay. Now you can check the securities in F&O also. See, Shriram Transport Finance about to show you 7% gap up. So this is a good stock. We can check it. See, we can easily identify it from here, right? So go to Shriram Transport Finance on that day. After 9:15, you can open the chart. See the Shriram Transport Finance. This is the stock. See on this day, see, this was the gap up. Can you identify this now? So we have identified from that website that, Shriram Transport is likely to give up a gap up of 7%. See, this was the high. This was the low. And see, market went up again. Right? See, on the break, the market broke it here and it goes up. Right?
Yeah. I have one question.
Right? Yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah, please, Krishna, please tell me.
Yeah, for example, you said in gap up market, we are identifying based on the first candle, right? So if it is going up, we are buying; going down, we are selling. In the Bank Nifty, we have to buy and sell for the exact value, or we have to buy 1,000 points up for the buy and 1,000 points down for the sell, or 500 points up and plus or minus.
We are see the price is 1207 right here.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
So we are, just you can take a filter. Let's say I'm not buying at 207. We can buy it at 208. I'm just taking small filter. Okay. So let's say 1208. Okay. Just a small filter. And on the downside, same. Let's say this is 168, 1168. So I'll just, trading at 1167. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This is for the normal stock. But what if I'm asking for the Bank Nifty?
Same thing. You can do that also, right? Just have a small change. Okay.
Yeah,
just have a small filter, okay, on the high and just on the low, right?
Yeah.
Right. Logic will remain the same for every particular stock, right?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Right now. So again, see this. So you can check other stocks also like TVS Motor. Okay. So TVS Motor was about to show the 4% up. Okay. So see TVS Motors. Okay. See the stock shows you gap up. Okay. Now this was the high. This was the low. Market actually, broke the high. It went up to 589. Okay. So how you decide that market is continuing to go up or it will come down? So you have to take the exit also. See, so how we are deciding the exit? Because we are not going to sit for the whole day. Okay. We have to take the exit before 11. Okay. In this particular trade, we have to take the exit before 11. In any case, we are not going to sit for the whole day. Okay. So what we have to do? Just plot one indicator here. We call it as ATR. Okay. So this is ATR. So what is this? Let me just explain you. Okay. So this is average to range. Okay. Okay, see. So see, this is 5 rupees, right? Can you see this here? Right? Can you see the 5-point move? So what does that mean? TVS Motor shows 5 points move on every 5 minutes, approximately. Fine. Okay, so we are just what we are doing? We are buying at 574, let's say. Okay, so we are just taking the 2 times of this value. So 10 rupees. So we are exiting at 584. So as soon as the stock will touch 584, we will take the exit. This is how we decide the profit and loss. Fine. Any doubt? To decide the profit, we are using the ATR. Okay, we are not sitting for the, throughout the day. So what we have to do, first thing, just go to NSE website. Okay, find that which stocks are likely to show you gap up and gap down, and accordingly just, find that, trade and just take the trade. Fine. And please, before taking the trade, do measure your risk. Okay, let's say, because I'm taking the 10 rupees trade. Okay, and the stop loss is very big here. Even if taking 52, the stop loss is 20 rupees and the target is only 10 rupees. So should I take this trade?
No.
Right? Logically, I will not take this trade, right? Okay. But, we can improve on this. How to, decide that whether to take this trade or not. Okay. We can again improve on this. So we can learn it in later part, right? But still, as of now, I'm not taking this trade. So I will ignore the TVS Motor. But that stock was fine. The Shriram Transport Finance was good. Okay. Likewise, you can find the gap down also. See, M&M Finance was giving you 4% down. Okay. So you can select the stock like this. Fine. So this is about the technicals. Okay. So this is a one simple strategy I shared. Okay. You can learn, there are a lot of strategies in the technicals. You can go with that. Any doubt with this? Anyone? Anyone, please? No?
Can you repeat the ATR once again, just to understand how we decide?
ATR, see, this ATR is actually, movement. See, I'll show you daily chart first. Okay. See, on this particular bar, ATR is showing 20 rupees. Can you see that? 20 rupees or 20 rupees movement here. This one. This is the value of ATR. Okay. What is the ATR? It is average to range. So that means, the value of the stock, the stock is, moving from high to low, the range of the stock. Okay. So on an average, this stock is giving you a 20 points movement every day on an average. Okay. So we are taking the average here. So if we go on the 5-minute chart, with that particular candle, it is giving me 5 rupees movement on every, 5 minutes. So it is giving you 5 points movement in every 5 minutes, right? So we are just deciding, we are just, taking 2 times of this value as a target. So we entered at 574. So if we take 2 times, that is 584, right? So 584 will be my target in this case. Okay. I'll take the exit on 584 only. I'm not going to wait for, much movement, right? So if I buy 1,000 shares, I can easily make, 8 to 10,000 rupees. Even if I buy less shares, we can make good amount of money in the morning only. So it's just a 1-hour trade. You don't have to sit more than that, right? Okay.
How is this ATR decided? Like 10 points or 5 points?
No, it is just a 14 days average. Okay.
Okay.
14 periods average. Okay. So it is, just taking the highs and low average, high and low, difference between high and low for 14 days and just taking the average of that. Fine. So see, previously,
if you take any indicator that is defined based on the average price or some calculations.
Mostly, mostly. Every indicator is based on some kind of calculations, right? Yeah.
So for example, for the entire day, the candles are oscillating between the first candle, then we should not do trading.
Yeah. If it is between, trading this line, you don't have to take the trade. And if you pass down the level, just leave the stock.
Okay.
Just, most of the time you will get the trade within the, within 20-30 minutes of the, of the day, initially, right? After that, just, you will, most of the time, okay, just observe it for a period of, time. Let's say, just do it for a week, you will identify this. And this is a very simple way, you can trade it every day. Okay. Sometimes, you will have a very small stop losses also. Let's say earlier my stop loss was this, right? That means if my trade goes wrong, I have to take the exit here. But let's say market, give me a buy, it came down and again went up. So I can revise my losses here. If market again falls below this, I'll take the exit. Else I'm sitting in the market. So now in this case, let's say my stop loss comes to this level. Okay. Now I don't have a much risk, right? I have only 10 rupees risk. I can sit in the market now. Earlier, the stop loss was 20 rupees. That means if my trade goes wrong, I'll take the exit here. Market came down, again went up. So I can revise my level to this point. Okay. So I'm not losing out of much here.
Yeah, might be. We need to, our stop loss might be increased.
Yeah, we can revise that. We can revise it. So it's not a major issue, right? So, these are the things that we learn throughout the time. Okay. So I cannot teach everything in a single, right? In just 1 hour. So there are few improvements also there, right? Okay. In this. So these are, what I was earlier telling you that, technical, has accuracy not more than, 70%. Okay. It gives you accuracy, but sometimes, it do fail. Okay. So for that, we have a derivatives, right? So, whenever we want to cover that 30% also, right? We need to learn thoroughly the derivatives part. Okay. The F&O. If you learn this, you can easily make money. Your loss portion is always minimized, very, very, limited. Okay. So this is a full bunch of course that we need to learn. Basics, then, technical, then we have to be very good with, derivatives. And it's just a matter of, pain of, 4 months of learning, right? And just to implement for implementation 2 months, right? So, in 6 months, you will be a good trader. If you are, interested and you really want to learn this, right? Okay. So derivatives are, a very huge segment, it will take, at least 20 classes to learn, it thoroughly. So 40 hours of, learning in this case for derivatives, right? Okay. So these are the few things. Any doubt, please? Anyone?
Yeah, actually, I trade through Grow app. And if I sit in Berlin, can I trade in NSE?
Yes, you can. You have your, your accounts with, Indian, in India, right? Yeah. So you can trade it, right? There is no issue. Okay. So if you have a PAN card of India, right, and you have your account open in India, you can trade it without any pain. Okay.
Okay.
Now you should be having the Indian account to trade. Yeah.
Yeah. The information about the course, will you put up on the group or?
Yeah, I'll put up the further, information, whatever the info is that.
Yeah,
I'll put up
payments and all. What the fees
Yash
and
will
all.
share. Yash will share. Okay, I'll share with him. He will share with you guys. Okay.
I think Rahul, in the most of the people in the group, okay, most of the people may not know the basics also.
Yeah.
Maybe whenever you are providing your details, course details, you can put to both basics and as well as technical. Like
I never go. I assume that everyone is very new. Okay, so new to this market. So I always start with very basic, right?
Yeah, 80% is new. 80%.
Yeah. So I always consider even the people who are actually studying the market for even they are trading the market. I consider them new. So I always start with basics every time. Even there people are trading the market. So there are a lot of things still they don't know, right? So don't worry about this. We'll start with basics every time. Okay. So just my my classes will always start with this, like I start with basic for at least 4 or 5 classes. Okay. So I go very slow. So understand, 10 years I'm giving to the basic things only. Okay. So whatever your doubts are related to stock market, your fair, your whatever you feel, right? So you can share it with me. I can, just help you out with this, right? Now, after that, we'll move on to technical. Okay. Even I can give two, 3 more classes if you are not comfortable, right? So just, I want you guys to be on the same platform, everyone. Then we can move on to technical, right? And then, technical is still easy, but derivatives are, again, in its value, it is tough, right? So we need to study it thoroughly. So, you have a fair idea about the market to go further, right? Right? Okay. Please, any other doubt? Right? Okay. So please, if anyone is interested, please just go with this. I'll share the details, right? Okay. And I want you guys, just to, learn this, right? Okay. This will definitely help you in the long run, right? Okay. There are a lot of people who studied from me and they are still doing the good thing. Okay. They are trading the market, and there a lot of people are very young. So, and a lot of people are actually, they are, very aged also. So I have trained, both the groups, right? So don't worry about that. I have a good teaching experience, right? And, I'll show you how to, actually my accounts when we will be learning, right? I'll tell you how I'm actually trading in the market also. So I'll share my trades also. Okay. So don't worry about this. So most of the, things will be on the practical side. Okay. Don't worry about this. Fine. Any other doubt about, this thing? Anyone? No?
I think Rahul, it's I think quite late, but if you have like 5 minutes, can you tell which app to use? What are the things just for basic so that
okay, so for there are see, for using the chart, always we always use the TradingView, right? TradingView is actually free of cost, right? And they are providing you live charts. Okay, so when market was actually running, you will find the live charts in this case. Okay, so we always work, and there are a lot of every indicator is available on this. So whatever tools we require to study the market, they are available in this particular website. Okay, so this is TradingView. You can open your you just go with and log in with Google. Okay, you can access this. Right. Apart from this, when we are studying the derivatives, I'll share one website that is Opstra Define Edge. So this is basically good with creating the option strategies. Okay, so whenever we study, I'll teach you derivatives on this, so you can have your risk reward in front of you. See, I when I was teaching Yash, so I showed him that before budget, I'm going to create the strategy. So this was the whole scenario about this market. Okay, so this was the investment and this was the total profit that we are likely to have when if market remain in this range. So this is based on derivatives. Okay, so we'll learn on this. See, the probabilities far more on our side. 70% we are going to be positive in this case. So even if market moves 5,000 points, we are not going to have any pain, right? Even tomorrow, if market moves 5,000 points, we don't have any pain. So we are easily make good amount in this case, right? Fine. So this is on this particular website, we will learn the derivatives. Okay. I have some, write-up material also. I'll share that, with you guys also. Fine. After that, once we move on this, right? As of now, for using the charts, this is the best site to use. Right? Okay. Any other doubt? Anyone? You can talk. Even if it is basic, right? You can talk to me. Okay. No.
There's a message from Sai, like he's asking which book you would recommend for beginners.
Okay, book. Okay, so there are a lot of books, right? So, but I would say go with any there are a lot of books. See, depending upon the subject, what you want to learn, right? See, there are there are a lot of books for technicals. There are a lot of books on derivatives also, right? So for basics, I think I'll cover, and I'll if you really want to learn basics, so that is available in every books, right? Basics. So there's a one book by if you go with basics, right? The futures market. Okay, this book by Jack D. Swagger. Okay, so this is he covers the basics. So basically, he's saying this is a futures market, but it is basically on covering everything about from basics to at least derivative part. Okay, so it will cover the derivatives and technical part. And John Murphy is the book that is you can consider for learning the technical part. But these are from the theoretical perspective. Okay, but it will create a good base for you guys. Okay, if you want to learn. Fine. John Murphy is a kind of a Bible for technical analysts, right? So every small detail is given there, right? Okay.
So if you want to become a real trader, okay, not only technical, you need some discipline, mental stability, lot of parameters. Okay, it is not just if you know the
you can see nobody can just by reading the books nobody can become you have to jump in the market, you have to trade, and you have to learn this, right?
Yeah.
When I started with this market, so even I was very new to this market. So the person who actually teaching me the technical, he's right now 67. Right now his age is 67, and he started this market when he was 21. So he's like my grandfather, right? So he's still in the market. Okay, so he's trading. So see how much experience he has shared with me, in the last 4 or 5 years. Okay. So he taught me everything, because this was, you required a guide who can, tell you what wrong and what right you can do in this market. Okay. See, the experience is, double of my age, he has experience, right? So, you can see that. So, over the period of time, everyone evolve as a trader, right? Initially we do a lot of mistakes, right? But again, you need someone who can help you out when you are doing the mistakes. Okay. A lot of people, what they do, they don't want to learn, and they just, investing in the market, and they're blowing up the account. And a lot of people have done this, right? So just give yourself a 6 months, okay, and learn it, and then try to, trade this market. You will have a better approach about the market. Okay. And this is a lifetime skill. Learn first time, and just, you can try it at any point of your, in your life, right? Okay. You will never forget it. And rest, I am always there. You can contact me anytime for any of your doubt, right? Fine. Okay. So any other queries, please do let me know, or we'll wrap up the session. Fine.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul, for your section. Very
okay.
Good, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Then if no one has any question, maybe like we can have an open discussion after Sir leaves. So we can discuss maybe on something. And yeah, thank you again, Rahul sir, for taking your time, valuable time on the Sunday afternoon. And yeah, it was very informative. And yes, like no one can like become a trader like within a few weeks. You need like time and persistence to learn and practice. So yeah, like I will be sharing the details on the group, the Indian Investors WhatsApp group. And like if you guys have like joined from your like friends link or other groups, you can like message me on WhatsApp from where I had shared the link, so that I can share the details from there. So yeah, thank you again, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Okay. Take care. Okay.
Yeah,
bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Rahul. Very interesting.
Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Take care.
Thanks, Rahul. Very interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, if anyone wants to like talk or have some questions, yeah.
Hi, Yash, it's Anand here.
Hi.
So specifically about Indian market now, we being in Germany, the Indian market timings are like, let's say, very odd for us. So how are you regularly in the market? How is your experience like waking up at 4:30 in the morning in Germany and all that stuff? So how it's working out, because we also have job after that. So
yeah, like even I wake up like every day at 4:20 like to see the pre-open market and trade accordingly. Even I have like my office at 9, so like I usually trade until 8:30 the German time, and yeah, then I exit out. And yeah, but yeah, I daily trade the market.
So let me share my experience.
Like yeah, just a minute, Bala sir. Like many people were asking